We assume tomorrow is going to be like yesterday was, and that our civilization will go on forever. We should learn from history that civilization doesn't go on forever. Sometimes it ends, and ends catastrophically.
We have built Western civilization on the electron and on electricity without the strategic design of resilience built in. It was just given that our electric grid, that would be safe. That is no longer.
Our adversaries are planning to use the electromagnetic spectrum as a warfighting domain.
Every hostile power on the planet understands America's vulnerabilities.
The world is in much more dangerous shape now than it was during the Cold War.
Even if none of the enemies act on those plans, there will be a coronal mass ejection capable of destroying the electric grid as we know it.
We've for far too long talked about developing a strategy, to develop a strategy, to develop a plan.
We don't understand EMP events extraordinarily well.
We've done EMP tests on hundreds of military systems.
Very little is getting done in terms of real protection.
There are technological solutions that can mitigate the threats to the grid.
How do we as a community make energy viable and sustainable?
The life skills that we need to survive without electricity, they're gone.
If the entire country was a disaster, you are on your own. The cavalry is not coming.
10, 20, 30% of the population is wise, ready, and smart. They can save the rest. We know how to protect against it. I just worry if we have enough time. We're running out of time.
Hi, I wanted to thank you and your organization's members for taking the time to watch this short film trailer for the upcoming feature-length documentary by filmmaker David Womack, The Black Sky Event. My name is Glenn Rhoades. I serve as the National Operations Director for the Electromagnetic Pulse Task Force on National and Homeland Security. We are a nonprofit, volunteer-based association of professionals from all walks of life dedicated to addressing this very serious and real threat to our country. We present this today because we need your help for America's sake. It is our mission at the task force to educate the public, businesses, and policymakers, and to motivate them to take action and remove the menace of an unsecured power grid seriously. We feel the time is short. As you know, the Arctic cold front that hit the United States recently only illustrates how fragile and vulnerable our nation's power grid has become. You can learn more about what we do at www.emptaskforce.us. We need your help in 3 ways. First, we're asking each of you in the audience to spread this critical information to those of you who know people in government by first calling your representatives today to tell them they must support efforts to harden the power grid against natural disasters and human threats. Simply state that you and your organization support the hardening of our country's power grid against all threats and expressing to them that we need champions for that cause. Second, we need you to spread this video to other civic groups in your town and region. Please volunteer a small portion of your time to this important effort. Last, the release of David Womack's feature-length documentary, The Black Sky Event, is coming out soon, and we would like to give you and your organization a special offer. We would like to extend an opportunity for a private screening of this film to your group and give you a chance to discuss the documentary with the filmmaker and members of our task force so that you can learn more about what is needed. Remember, we are a nonprofit group whose members work without compensation to protect our country against the unthinkable. To continue to ignore this problem or pretend it does not exist brings us ever closer to the point of no return. A personal presentation to your group from one or more of those seen in the Black Sky event can be arranged for your group. You can contact me at 303-912-0096 or my email at glenn.rhoades@emptaskforce.us to make this happen. Again, we need you. Please contact me today for more information on how you and your group can become involved. Thank you, and God bless America.